Ross, thanks for joining us. As you say, it feels like deja vu.
Yeah, certainly. I think it was what we deserved, Dave, in terms of in getting the point out of the game. Disappointed in the manner in which we conceded the first goal, and that's something that we've just discussed in there as a group. Is that we feel we've lost out on a number of points this season because of organisation, moments or switches off and lapses in concentration that's let us down. So a bit disappointed on that front, and sort of coming at half time with that sort of feel of, I don't want to go too mad because we felt we were in the game, but we need to sort of stop giving ourselves a mountain to climb. But I thought the character that we showed in the second half was very reflective of a number of times last season, and certainly the one when we came here at the start of last year.
James Brophy did well for the equaliser, but it's an own goal, we understand, from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was one of those bit of a Sutton away moment, I think, in terms of the way that it's squirmed into the net. We had a very similar moment in the first half. I think it was Connor Wilkinson got down the side of their fullback and drove it across the goal, and the goalie almost sat on it. So there was a similar moment in the way that it scrambled around the box, and again, it's a little bit similar to last year. It found its way in the net. So, like I said, I think it was something that we deserved, and in terms of the performance that we put in, certainly second half, that bit of luck, I think we were due.
And it was in front of over 600 travelling fans.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Dave. I wasn't sure how it was going to look, because I know it was pay on the day when it was come, so I wasn't. Normally you have a rough idea of how many tickets we sold, so it had that real good feel about it. I knew some of the songs of National League champions and that sort of thing was gonna ring out on regular times like today, and the backing that we got really lifts the boys. And so many managers will come out tonight and talk about their crowd giving people a lift, but it's so important that I think when we're having those positive performances, they almost sort of really drive everybody on and keep that energy and tempo in the team, and like I say, I think the boys responded to what was a fantastic support today.
But as you say, the disappointment was the goal, because it was their first chance of the game, and he seemed to have an awful lot of time and space.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at it briefly there, it was a bit of a sort of, I suppose, a miscommunication in terms of sort of someone was with him, he ran off, and then someone else was due to take him, and that pass over process didn't happen well enough. And that's something that, again, we've just discussed in there, is that I feel we're really small margins away from winning more games than we are at the moment. I'm delighted with a point here, and I think if people had said we would come to Salford away and get a point today, I think you'd have been content with that. But at the same time, you do have that disappointment whenever you concede. It's always someone's fault. There's always something behind it. But that one today, like we have had on a number of occasions this year, is just very disappointing.
You reorganised the defence for the starting 11. You had to reorganise it again. What's the news regarding the skipper, Josh Coulson?
Josh, he said he got a sort of a knock to his shin, if you like, and he said it just went numb, and sort of thought if he'd got up and tried to carry on, he would run through it. But we could see by that, by the way he sort of got up back on his feet again, that he wasn't moving great. We give him his minute or two, but I thought it was important that we got Dan back inside then, and it gave us the opportunity to put James Brophy sort of full back, but obviously be us another attacking threat with him and Jordan down that side of the pitch.
Dan had an excellent game, but again he seemed to pick up a knock late on.
Yeah, he's limping around. I haven't actually seen or been told a great deal about it, to be honest, so I'm hoping that it's not anything particularly serious. I was really pleased with Dan today. We took him out the team a couple of weeks ago because of the change of shape and what we've done at Mansfield. Nothing really to do with Dan's performance, and to put him back in today at left back, I didn't want to particularly go back to the back three. I wanted to try to keep that shape that we've had, and I've been relatively pleased with the performances. So I was really, really pleased with Dan to go in and slot in that uncertain position for him, but I thought he did a very good job.
Are you looking forward to the opportunity now of Tuesday night? It's a different competition. People of my age, it's the Associate Members Cup. I think the one that we mean. It's Southend United, but it's an opportunity to give some of the squad players a chance.
Yeah, certainly. Definitely make changes, Dave. There's a number of players that have been very patient. There's a number of players that have had minimal amounts of minutes, some not at all, that will certainly get their opportunity on Tuesday night. As every game and as every competition, you set out and think you can do well in it, and we will aspire to do so. I think we've got the players that will come into the team on Tuesday night that will give us the opportunity to win the game, but at the same time it gives everybody an opportunity to show what they're about and impress for the season ongoing.
And it's an opportunity, I suppose, without regular competitive reserve football, you need that chance, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. And we had a very, very good reserve programme last year in terms of the amount of games that we got, against pro clubs, against non-league clubs. We played the likes of Cheshunt and Haringey Borough, and it gave us a different edge to the different sides of the game, but made it quite competitive. But we haven't had many of those because of the games programme and the travelling that we've had so far. So I think it gives us a really good opportunity to get some good minutes into people's legs, and like I say, for me, give people an opportunity to go out and press, show what they're about, and play their way into the team.
Is it too early for Jamie Turley?
I think so. I'm hoping Jamie will train fully with the team Monday or later in the week. But the target is for him to train on Monday. He's looking stronger. I think the next test for Jamie is to step into the group and see, the knocks and bumps and twists and turns if his groin holds up to that. So we're fingers crossed that he'll train on Monday, and we'll see where he is on that. But it's far too early in terms of him being involved.
And I expect it's too early for the likes of James Dayton as well.
Yeah, Dates is looking good though. He ran. I think the conversation we had before we left that he'd run his most amount of distance in training the other day, which was with some twists and turns, all unopposed. But it's nice to see him moving, So I think it's going to be a process of firstly getting James strong enough to run comfortably, and then to drip him into training. So it's going to be a little bit longer than obviously we would have liked. But he suffered a horrendous injury.
What about Joby McNair?
Joby's good. He's not quite training with a group yet, but we knew that although he went under the knife, we knew it was quite a quick process and quite a quick turnaround once he had the operation done. So he's covering some real good distances at real good intensity, albeit on his own in terms of the running at the moment. So we're hopeful that it's going to be within the next couple of weeks that we see him closer to the group. How close or how soon that is, again, it's a bit like Jamie, time will tell.
Look forward to it. Thanks very much, Russ.